Peace and bliss. Welcome back to Reclaiming Our Roots. This is Tanya. Long time no talk to. I hope you all have been enjoying the Silent series over the last month or so. It was very intentional to kind of act as a filler, if you will, while a lot of the heavy lifting was going on in the background. So I was just utilizing those videos as space holders and a way to keep you all updated of the progress that's going on in the garden without taking the time to shoot an entire video. I've kind of gotten behind the 8 ball so far, and so I'm just trying to make up ground. So I just want to pop in today to let you all know that the short form videos will not be long lived on the channel. It's just used, as I said, as a space holder or filler, if you will, just to have some content on the channel. So let my subscribers know that I am still gardening, and here are some highlights of what we're doing in the garden this week. So I'm actually taking a break. I'm here on our balcony. I'm chilling out here. We have had a busy day today. I planted out one side of the container garden. I still have like 4 containers left. So for all practical purposes, I've planted the garden out. Still have some things to do on the roof. I think I have like 5 bags left that I need to plant out on the roof. As I stated in a previous video, that I'm utilizing that space to grow our watermelons and to grow our winter squash. And I'm just going to utilize the length of the roof for those fruits to vine out, since they're vining plants. So I'll allow them to just sprawl on the roof, and hopefully that won't present any issues with the homeowner association. I don't think it will, but you never know unless we try. But I've been growing on the roof before. I did take a couple of years off. As you all know, we had a issue with some cats last year. We haven't seen them in the storage area as of late, so we're thinking maybe they relocated, but we'll see. But in the event they show up, we have things in place on how we'll remedy that. So yeah, so a lot of work has been done. Still more work to go. I would say I'm about 97% complete with what I will be planting this year. If you can see here, there's been a lot of changes here on the garden, on the balcony. I've installed a new elevated growing bed. We had 2 last year. Now we've upgraded to 3 to maximize our growing and make use of the space. I'm using this primarily as a herb garden, or herb balcony, if you will. So I have things to the likes of dill and chives and basil and rosemary. What else do I have out here? Oregano. I even have some chocolate mint. You can't see that under there. I have chocolate mint under there. I have chamomile out here. I have parsley here. So this area is on the same level as our kitchen, so I just want things to be easily accessible, so I don't have to go out to the main garden to harvest herbs that I need. If I need something while I'm cooking, it's easy access. So, but yep, just working. I just want to pop in and let you all know that I haven't disappeared, and short form content will not be a mainstay on the channel. I have gotten some comments on some older videos. Do I plan on returning to short, long form? Yes, I do. But I did also get some comments that people are enjoying it, so that's good. I know it was relaxing for me to shoot, and it was easy for me to shoot, you know. So, but again, just trying to get so much work done before the temperatures really crank up. But for the last month or so, for the last month or so, we have been inundated with a lot of rain, which has been great for the garden. It has exploded in growth and everything is so green and lush. And I love it. Every time I take a stroll out in the main garden and just seeing so much progress just from the day prior. I mean, Mother Nature has the right concoction to feed the garden, and it fuels it with growth. So, and I can't wait to share with you all, probably within the next week or so. We'll have, I'll be doing the first garden tour. I'll include the balcony as well as the main garden, as well as the rooftop. So just so you know, when I do my garden tours, it will include all three areas. I'm looking to shoot them on a weekly basis, but if anything comes up where I have to shoot them more frequently, if I'm battling pests in the garden, which is something that gardeners, we deal with, right? So if there's something unusual or something that has happened, or I need to defer to you all for some questions, for some answers, I should say, to my questions, I will pop in and give you all a garden tour and show you what it is that I am, what it is that I'm combating or I have questions on, because I am not a master gardener by any means. I started this channel in 2013 as a avenue to share with you all my learning and growing as a gardener. The good, the bad, the ugly, my mistakes, my ups, my downs, my victories, my losses, you name it. And I am so open for suggestions. I love to learn, so I'm always sourcing information to improve my practice in the garden. So we never lose at this game, guys. We only learn. So, and what a learning experience it has been. So let me give you all a quick little mini tour since I'm here. I have this little container here. I transplanted some calendula in here. I also planted a squash in here. I also planted some beets in here. So we'll see what takes over, and that would dictate what I grow in this little space. I originally, in this container here, I have all calendula. I pulled out one of the calendula plants and put it in the black container you saw on the floor here. And I planted a tomato plant. I couldn't resist myself. And if you see it limp like that, it's not deceased. It's just going through transplant shock. Tomorrow morning it'll be up and perky. So, and that would happen sometimes when you transplant plant. And I have some basil in here. And I have basil up here, rosemary, have some oregano, and what is that, another basil. I have some stevia down here. This is my second year growing stevia. We want to utilize stevia eventually as a sugar replacement. We're currently using cane sugar, but I would really like to get into stevia. It's like 200 to 300 times sweeter than actual sugar. So, but a little bit goes a long ways. You do not need a lot to sweeten your beverage. But yeah, so I'm just trying my hand. These are 3. Now this is not going to replace our sugar this year, but I just wanted to try it, and what I'll do is dehydrate it. And this planter here, I have some dill and a holy basil plant that I grew. I'll probably plant it in this little planter here. And we have basil, and we have chives, and here's a sneak peek of the rooftop. You can see in some of these, I don't know if you all can see it that well, but the watermelon and some of the winter squash is already germinated. So yeah, everything is coming along beautifully and nicely. And this is everything that I grew from seed. We have some more basil, and this here is a strawberry bed. Trying strawberries for the second time. I was unsuccessful the first time. And these are all the plants that I started indoors from seed. I had to start over on most of my peppers and tomatoes due to just sheer neglect, not being consistent with the watering. Left them in their little containers too long, stifled the growth, and I was like, let me just start all over. So I did. So that's why they look so young. But trust me, once they're transplanted into the garden down there, the ones that I've already transplanted, they have exploded in growth. So I'm not worried about that. And we have a long growing season here. I'm in Maryland, zone 7A, so I'm not worried about it at all. We don't expect our first frost until I think it's mid-October, so no worries here. Okay guys, well, I'm not going to keep you all too long. I am going to enjoy this view. I'll probably go back to the main garden before the day wraps up and plan out those 4 containers. I don't know what I want to put in there. I have eggplant, I have peppers, I have tomatoes, I have okra. What else do I have down there? I mentioned peppers. I have squash down there. I have cucumber. I'm trying to think what else I could put in place in those 4 containers that I have left. So I maximize my growing here. I leave no container empty. I grow in all the nooks and crannies, as you can see. But drop me some suggestions in the comment section. I would love to hear some of your suggestions. Okay guys, until the next video, peace and bliss.